and welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing a new release from Drew Estate. This is the Undercrown Sun-Grown, and this is the Corona 5 5/8 by 46. There is your density. Now, is that not a pretty looking cigar? Reddish brown wrapper goes nicely with the red and gold foil bands. One at the foot that simply says Sun-Grown, and then there's the traditional Undercrown band and logo in red, which I love. That is beautiful. That is looks like a ring for your finger. And I've seen rings made out of Undercrown logo, and this would be a great one. Now today, and my next review in real time will be tomorrow. I will be reviewing the new releases from Drew Estate. Tomorrow's choice will be the Pappy Van Winkle Tradition in the Bellicoso Fino size. Here it is as a pre-tease. There it is. A lot of talk about those right now, and I got to tell you, it's interesting. So we'll get to that tomorrow. Now, this cigar is the third blend for the Undercrown brand, and it uses, of course, the Sun-Grown wrapper. The wrapper is actually an Ecuadorian Sumatra seed Sun-Grown, and it is the first major traditional premium brand by released by Drew Estate to use that particular wrapper. They have used a Sumatra wrapper in their infused cigars, but not in the premium brand line. It also features a Connecticut River Valley stalk cut and cured Sun-Grown Habano, which is described as a powerhouse blend of Nicaraguan fillers. And they say that one leaf of extensively aged Ligero from the Nuevo Segovia Valley along the border with Honduras has been used to enhance the strength of the blend. The cigars are available in 7 sizes, along with a flying pig size. The suggested retail price of this Corona is $8.20. We're looking quickly at scanning them. It goes up to the Gordito 6x60 is $11.20. The flying pig is $12.72. So between $8.20 and $12.72 for these cigars. So that being the long and the short of it, how about let's get right to it. The new Undercrown Sun-Grown Corona. All right, we have this band at the foot, which typically these heavy foil bands do tend to peel off rather easily. No exception here. All right, so here we have the cigar. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll. Oh, I heard from Cigar yesterday or day before, my replacement cutter is in the mail. That's a good draw. Just a wee bit of firmness, but you want something there. Perfect. For your first flavors, what you get, as you can see very quickly, are a nice orange citrus with a lot of brown sugar, caramel, leather on the lighter side, but leather, and black coffee. I would say there's black pepper at around an 8. Very nice start. Being completely honest with you, I am a huge Sun-Grown wrapper fan. The very first Sun-Grown wrapper that I fell in love with was the Ashton VSG I just thought it was a tremendously good cigar and wrapper. Ever since then, all sun growns I've sort of gravitated to. But this is a good start. Very sweet, nice, nice, almost sort of a rich flavor. But I want to see where it goes from here. Well, I'm a little over 2 inches in, really moving toward the midpoint, but we're a ways from there. But the flavors are still just like I described. I left out one though, cinnamon. There are nice cinnamon notes in the cigar also. So really, that flavor should be added to the initial assessment. The leather is a nice, clean, unintrusive leather. Typically, sun-grown wrappers have a leathery flavor. One thing I loved about the Ashtons, and this one has light leather. The caramel notes are nice and they're somewhat subtle, but they give a lot of extra sweetness. There is the brown sugar and the, the to give it initial sweetness, but and the citrus, but primarily your sweetness is coming from caramel and brown sugar. The cigar is medium to full bodied. I know it's going to get to full bodied. I've had one before, but at this point, I would say medium to full, leaning toward full. The finish is a very nice caramel like flavor, nice, smooth, sweet, nice lingering black pepper. There is that little element of butteriness to the cigar. That's what that puff was for, just to make sure it still was there, and it is. So this is really going along right up my alley, to be quite honest with you. I love this combination and this strength of the cigar. Now, this is on the smaller side of these cigars, so I don't know what the larger rings will do. But we all know that smaller rings usually yield a fantastic flavor. No exception here. Well, I'm at or past the midpoint now, and I've discovered, or what has emerged, are dark chocolate notes at the base. They are quite elevated. They became quite elevated very quickly. They tend to compete with the other flavors as far as intensity, also. So you have a lot of dark chocolate notes with the black coffee at the base. The sweeter flavors have their hands matched full, competing with the dark chocolate. The citrus notes now are starting to sort of, as they tend to do, go toward more of a cedar flavor. You still have the brown sugar and the caramel, but they are matched by the dark chocolate and coffee. Very close to full bodied at this point, but a very manageable full bodied cigar at this point also. If it's going to hit full bodied, it's not going to be too powerful to be enjoyable. It's going to be nice, a nice full bodied cigar. We're just about there, and we're right at, or maybe just past, the midpoint. Well, folks, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. This has been a good cigar. Got very full bodied in the final third. Very full bodied. Still had good flavors, even though the flavors changed a lot. Here at the end, and I wrote them down because there's so many, these are your flavors: cedar, leather, chocolate, cinnamon, caramel, brown sugar, and coffee, black coffee. Now, primarily what you get on the draw is the cedar, brown sugar, caramel, and chocolate, the dark chocolate. Possibly you could throw in coffee. The cinnamon is very faint, and the leather is on the somewhat decreased side. But you get those other flavors that I told you, the primary flavors in abundance. Finish is still pretty much that caramel like flavor with nice lingering black pepper. Again, I say it reached full bodied in the final third, and it really wrapped up. The Undercrown Sun Grown, as far as the Corona goes, has been a really good cigar. I sort of expected it to be pretty good, but it's much better than I actually thought. For me, it's a 94. Excellent cigar. I'm curious about trying maybe a torpedo version or something like that next. I probably won't review it, but I think that might be a good size too. Really good cigar. You Drew Estate Undercrown fans will love it. So there you have it, the new Drew Estate Undercrown Sun Grown Corona 94. Nice little powerhouse.